by the sunlight. So choose this day who your ass gonna serve, because this year, 1 year, 1 judge, 12 months, 12 jurors, on and cracking. I'll see you all real soon. More than you want to know. Sooner than you want to know.
The technology that was being introduced in the South displaced blacks in the cotton fields, and in the North, the machinery displaced blacks out of the factories, out of the automobile factories, the meat factories, the chemical factories, and the steel factories. Black people became obsolete in the 1960s, right in the middle of the Civil Rights Movement. In the middle of the Civil Rights Movement, new technology was introduced so fast, that's why the white people didn't mind giving us up in the South. They no longer needed us. They had machines then that could pick 1,000 pounds of cotton an hour, where a black person could only pick 20. And so that's why they were so willing to turn you free. And they cut you loose in the mid-1960s and said, you black folk are free now. And Martin Luther King was saying, free at last, thank God, free at last. He wasn't talking about black folks, talking about white people. They didn't need us anymore to mop floors and wash dishes and run elevators and open doors and to cook. And they were free. So they changed the public policy on you right at that moment. As soon as we got free, the policy shifted. Now remember I told you the policy was, and you watch everything that goes on, you see the remnants of it. The policy was that black folk were being excluded, subordinated, non-compensated, non-competitive workforce for the personal, confident, wealth building of white society. Okay?
Slaves.
Once they got that point in the 1960s, they knew they had all the wealth and power and resources. They had our butts nailed to the wall. They no longer need us. So now they shifted the policy. And the new policy that's currently operating is this, is that now that black folk are so-called free in the society, we as white people will first feel no guilt for what has happened to them. 2, we'll accept no responsibility. And 3, under no circumstances will we let any of the wealth or power shift from white hands to black hands through any kind of a program, a public policy program, or anything.
That means you get your nigga ass out of that garbage. That's exactly what that means.
And that's why they're against affirmative action. And like I told you a few minutes ago, they got built in to the system affirmative action now for whites. They got preferential treatment programs built into the system structurally for whites. Okay,
what he means is this. When they eradicated the general assistance program to all recipients of the earth, they made flaws where it's a lot of white people right now on earth that is receiving benefit package from the governments to pay their rent and this and that and all that, okay? Disguise, there's all kind of different shit, you know, that's made available to them for the sustainment of themselves, that's pushed out of the grass for other people. Now, I'm not saying that the government is not doing a part about helping everyone in general. Okay, yeah, but the thing is, how do I come and stick my hand in your pocket and take $1,500 out of it and give you 50 back and expect your ass to be happy? I just robbed you. Don't expect, you know, me to be guilty of doing anything other than that. I took what was yours back and gave you some of yours back. I took what was yours and gave you some of it back. That's what food stamps and handouts are. But the thing is, when you have the power to regulate who gets given what, you can pick special privileges for people who will return favors to you. That's like making sure that they hate certain sectors of people. We're going to take care of you real good, but you got to help us perpetuate the hatred of these people, because see all this extra stuff we got, it's their stuff. We steal it from them. See, it's keeping them down to us, conspiracy. We going to take their shit, make them work, and they still slaves. See, get them drugs, dope, make they women spend all unnecessary money on wigs and stupid shit. Alright? So this don't run out. I just thought that this is an interesting guy. I'm going to do some more on this. I like what he's saying. It helps me push my point. So see, the universe knows. You know what I'm saying? And we got to follow the sunlight. Not skin that's white. That's just stupidity. You know, spirit knows. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wake our asses up. I mean that fast.